What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Florida again. This time it's good. Big Nick, South Florida accountability. Words that make law-abiding citizens all throughout Florida smile. On the contrary, those same words make police officers all throughout South Florida shake in their bigoted, dusty boots. Yeah. Boy, they can't stand Nick. See, what Nick does is go around filming the police and their activities. Why would he do such a thing? Because he is making sure that they abide by the law and don't violate the rights of Florida's citizens. Big Nick is doing God's work. I recently saw a video where he confronted a police officer. Well, actually, the police officer initially confronted him, and Nick mopped the floor with his ass. The video starts off with the police having some little black kids on the curb, sitting on the ground, because they had a call that some kids were playing with a gun. By the time Nick shows up, the kids are on the ground. The police got the gun confiscated. And it's fake. They know it's fake. But the kids are still on the ground. So Nick presses the officer, the sergeant who was on the scene, who becomes unglued immediately. Like, Nick was questioning him, like, why are they on the ground, and telling him that he was a tyrant, and the cop looked like his eyeballs was just about to bust out of his head. He's really the type of dude who should not be on the streets, because he can't stand pressure. Just that little questioning, it just had him fired all the way up. And you could see how somebody like that could easily pull the trigger on somebody. Nick told him, yeah, I appreciate you not shooting him. And then he snapped, he go crazy. He's just getting really agitated. And Nick was like, yeah, don't mistake your sidearm for your taser. All of these things was making the cop become even more unglued. I mean, dude really doesn't have good conflict resolution skills. In any event, the cop tries to allude to the fact that, well, not the fact, but he tries to allude that the reason why the kids are acting the way they're acting is because they don't have good leadership. They don't have good guidance, and tried to put it on Nick, like, you need to tell them right from wrong or whatever. Nick's like, they're not my kids, It's funny because a lot of times these officers who come into the black community, well, not a lot, most of the time, they have a chip on their shoulder already. They don't want to serve in the black community already. And if they do want to serve, they want to come down to bust heads. They don't want to actually serve the people, like really help the people and make the community a peaceful place, a peaceful, cohesive place to live. That's not what they want. That's not what they want. They look at the people in the community like the enemy. So anytime anybody is out of order or, acting, behaving bad or whatever, they immediately go to all of the stereotypes and the blame thing. Well, like, yeah, look at them. See, y'all the reason. This is the reason. They blame everybody, every single body, I mean, every single person, every single body. Everybody has to take accountability, but the police officers. They act like they're there to help, but they're not. They don't help. They actually make things worse. And so Nick was like, are you trying to set a precedent? You want these kids to basically, you're trying to get these kids acclimated to a life of crime. That's what you're trying to do. Trying to shock them, trying to traumatize them. See, that's what that's about. When they put those cuffs on those little kids and stuff and put them in the police cars and all this stuff, it's really to get them acclimated to the whole criminal justice system. That's really what it's about. Because they don't go into other communities doing that. Specifically, they don't go into the white community and treat those kids like that. They don't do it at all. So Nick called him out, and that's what he didn't like more than anything. Boy, he was messed all up. Now, the other part of the story is one of the kids took his mother's car without permission. So Nick acknowledged that after he found out that piece of it, he acknowledged that kid should be arrested, for taking the car without permission. I really don't agree with that. It's a kid, still a kid. Call his mama, let the mama deal with it. Taking the kid to jail ain't gonna help the kid. It ain't gonna help the situation. It ain't gonna make the neighborhood safer. So, and I think that while just off the top, that might sound like a good idea, I know being one of those kids who may have allegedly taken my mom's car before without her permission, it wouldn't have done me any good. Locking me up, it's not gonna stop it, right? And, that's one of the situations that mama got to handle. She got to deal with that. But all in all, great video. I love the fact that Nick stood up to the police officers and the kids witnessed it. It's good for kids to see black men stand on two against the big bully. That's a beautiful thing. They need to see it more often, so that they can know that they need to stand up for themselves at all times against anybody. Doesn't matter what their profession is. Now, having said that part, black people, it is very critical for you to understand that your child, if caught playing with a gun, a play gun, is going to be treated like an adult with a real gun, a black adult with a real gun, and they'll probably get shot if the police roll up on them. Stop buying your kids play guns. Stop. You want to buy them a gun? Buy them a real gun and take them to the range. Show them how to shoot that thing. Show them how to defend themselves. Don't show them how to just have a gun just to have a gun for excitement, but show them how to use the gun. And if they hunt, use the gun for hunting. But otherwise, teach them how to use the gun to defend themselves. And you, if unfortunately you guys ever find yourself in that position, stop buying your kids fake guns, black people. Because if the police roll up on them, they're not going to treat them like a kid. They're going to treat them like a serial killer, a black serial killer. Because they'll take a white one to Burger King and get them a Whopper with cheese and fries and soft drink, extra ketchup. Big Nick, good job. Fam, make sure y'all go over and support Big Nick's channel. Big Nick, South Florida Accountability. Big Nick is doing God's work. Let the church say amen. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Damn.